Hello, Joel. Good afternoon, man. I hope you are doing well. And I am just finally responding to your email. I apologize for my long delay. I set it aside so I could do a good job on it, and time ran off on me. But here's the deal. You asked an awesome question about how can an iPhone be safe and what do I do? I appreciate just your heart for doing this well. And so I wanted to share a little bit of what I do on my phone. And I thought, what better way than actually record it? So this is my phone. Welcome to it. Here's the deal. My phone's really locked down in, I guess, three main ways. First would be Covenant Eyes, which is an accountability software that attaches directly to your browser. So everything that comes across your browser is witnessed by an ally or more. You can have multiple allies. I have two. So that's the first way. The second way is to keep it really dumb, meaning I have no social media on my phone. There's no Instagram or TikTok or even a YouTube app because I've just found it both distracting and triggering. It just sets me off in a bad spot. And so I don't have those options on my phone. And the third is that I don't have any email on my phone. So those are, you can see at the bottom, there's literally 2 pages, go one more, and it's just all that exciting stuff. So my phone is pretty locked down. I'm going to walk through a little bit more of the details of like why I've got what I've got, because it does still justify having a smartphone. Obviously messaging. So top left, messages is the reason I'm an iPhone, because my wife is like, you can't be the only person in the family chat making all of our photos terrible quality and, generally showing up in green and ruining everything for everyone. So that's really a big part of it. Audible is huge. So I keep Audible on my phone because I listen to a lot of books. I typically listen to 2 and I alternate because I can only handle about 30 minutes of an audiobook when it's kind of heady stuff. So like right now I'm reading Kahneman's Thinking, Fast and Slow. And I'm going through the book Breathe, which I don't remember the author's name. It's not my favorite. It's basically breathe through your nose. It's good for you. But beyond that, it feels like a bit of a stretch in some ways. Anyway, I won't go off on tangents. You can listen to it and we can talk. Duolingo is honestly, my kiddos want to learn Spanish, and so I use guided access for that. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but if you triple tap, I have a video set up on how to do this, but if I were to enter Duolingo and then, turn to grayscale because that's a separate setting that I do like using, but if you're logged into Duolingo and then, got it, no thanks, and I triple tap, you can click on guided access. And once it's locked in, I'm now tapping my screen like I can move it, but I can't swipe up. I can't leave. You can't follow an ad to another site. So I really like that because then my kids get stuck in here. And then, can I remember my password? Yeah, all right, good. I didn't ruin it. So then you just end guided access, and it's a cool feature. So I'll explain that picture in a moment. I forgot that was on there. So then I have 2 forms of social media, but they're the lockdown version. These are for communicating friends who aren't in town or live in another country. So Voxer is like a walkie-talkie. Marco Polo is basically just message versions of FaceTime or something. So it's a video and I can communicate with my friends. So it's enough to let me communicate, but it's not so much that it's incredibly distracting or it's just constantly running me off the rails of what I was trying to do. If you've ever tried to upload content, even just to something as simple as YouTube, the number of times I've gone great, I finished this video, I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and 15 minutes later, I'm watching some squirrel go through some maze. I'm like, why am I here right now? What's going on? So those 2 don't have that built in. And then really the only exciting part is under cycling. Strava, I only follow people I ride with in real life, and therefore my feed is only those people's workouts and rides, and Trainer Road is what I use to ride, and everything else just kind of supports that. So that's quite literally my entire phone. By the way, ESV Bible app is awesome for the reading. I don't know what Bible app you use, but super encouraging, does the reading, and I used to kind of be against that. I'm like, that's lazy. And then I remembered for most of human history, people have had the Bible read to them. So I'm slowly getting on board with it won't be my only way, but it's a good way to redeem some ride time or walk time or whatever. Maybe don't fill all our quiet spaces, but I'm a fan of it. So that's kind of the big picture on how I keep it, what's on my phone, what a dumb phone looks like, remembering that at the end of the day, it's not the software or the hardware that's going to actually keep our hearts safe. It's repentance, confession, and a habit of just being open with our needs and recognizing that tech can't meet it. With that said, Covenant Eyes. So, by the way, this isn't a plant. I did see that picture. That was the last thing I'd done on here. My buddy was asking me about a cyclist. So I was looking up Tom Pidcock, a British cyclist. So, not at all. Anyway, he does the Superman thing sometimes, which is actually quite annoying, but we were having a conversation about whether the Peloton's in a good place, and what's different now that there's younger super stud riders like Pidcock. Covenant Eyes, you'll see here under extensions. I click the little puzzle piece. Covenant Eyes is embedded in this, so you can't use Safari without Covenant Eyes. You could use it in incognito mode or a private viewing or whatever, and it's still got this secondary app, this VPN that's attached to it that is allowing everything to be viewed, like the actual images. It's not just reading what websites I go to, but it's actually seeing what comes across. So I can play games, watch movies, go to social media, and everything is accountable. Screen swipes are taken. They're sent blurred to accountability partners, to allies is what they're called. And I really like it. So I found it very helpful. And again, the whole point is to make sure someone's always in the room with you, because we're never actually alone. And Covenant Eyes makes that more of a reality. And I want to make good choices. And if I don't want to make good choices, this thing just makes sure that I remember that other people will see what I see. And that's super encouraging. I like it when I travel. I like it when I'm home. I like it when I'm stressed. I like it when I'm healthy. I have yet to find it get in the way of what I need to do and want to do. And I found it frequently a good reminder that if I start to get annoyed with it, I go, you know what, I should probably call someone, like talk to them about this. So it's been great. So that's how my phone is set up. I hope that's encouraging, Joel, and that all made sense. If you have any other questions, or you're like, yeah, but what about this one thing? Let me know. I'd love to respond, either email or future videos, and I hope this finds you doing well. So thank you for your note. I apologize for my delay, and I hope this is encouraging and helpful.